Today, we're making beautifully seared, tender, and flavor-packed garlic herb lamb chops, the kind that look fancy, taste incredible, and come together in just a few simple steps. Whether you're cooking a special dinner, treating your family, or making something classy and comforting, these lamb chops are guaranteed to impress. They're juicy, buttery, and so full of flavor thanks to a rich garlic herb butter that coats every bite. This recipe is simple, but every step builds layers of flavor that make the final dish feel restaurant quality. We start by preparing the lamb chops. If you're using a rack of lamb, slice it into individual chops, each about an inch thick. Pat them dry with paper towels. Drying the surface helps give the chops that rich golden brown crust we're looking for. Once they're dry, season them generously on both sides. Lamb has a naturally rich taste, so don't be afraid to use a heavy hand. Sprinkle salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little paprika for color. Add fresh rosemary or thyme if you have them. These herbs pair perfectly with lamb and bring out its natural flavor. Now that the lamb chops are seasoned, heat a heavy skillet over medium-high heat. Cast iron works best because it gets hot and gives the meat that perfect sear. Add a little oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. When the oil starts shimmering, gently place the lamb chops in, laying them away from you to avoid splashing. The moment they hit the pan, you'll hear that beautiful sizzle. That's the sound of flavor developing. Let the lamb chops cook without moving them for about 2 to 3 minutes. This is when they form that deep golden crust. Once the first side is seared, flip the chops and sear the other side for another 2-3 minutes. You'll start to see the edges turn caramelized and delicious. Now it's time to build the flavor that makes this dish unforgettable. Add a big spoonful of butter to the pan. As it melts, toss in minced garlic, fresh rosemary, and thyme. Tilt the pan slightly and use a spoon to baste the lamb chops with the melted garlic herb butter. This step takes the flavor to another level. The butter coats the meat, the herbs release their aroma, and the garlic infuses everything with richness. As the lamb chops finish cooking, adjust them to the temperature you prefer. For medium doneness, aim for an internal temperature of 135 degrees. If you like them more well done, cook them a little longer. As they cook, keep basting. This is what creates that restaurant-style shine and flavor. The smell in the kitchen at this point is incredible. Buttery, garlicky, herby, and savory. Once the lamb chops are cooked to your liking, transfer them to a plate and let them rest for about 5 minutes. Resting is important because it allows the juices to settle inside the meat instead of running out the moment you cut into it. After resting, spoon a little more of the garlic herb butter from the pan over the top. The result is tender lamb with a juicy inside and a perfectly caramelized crust. You can serve these lamb chops with mashed potatoes, creamy risotto, rice, couscous, roasted vegetables, or even a fresh salad. They pair beautifully with almost anything. When you bite into them, you get a mix of buttery garlic, fresh herbs, and rich, savory lamb that melts in your mouth. This dish is elegant but incredibly easy, perfect for date nights, holidays, or when you just want something delicious without spending hours in the kitchen. These garlic herb lamb chops prove that simple ingredients can create big flavor. If you loved this recipe and want more elegant, easy meals like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, what recipe should we make next?